guys, it's Rich with another Tarot Talk Tuesday. In this video, I am reviewing and revealing the Thoth Tarot. This is the 2016 version. The art is by Lady Frida Harris, and the book is by Evelyn Berger and Johannes Fiebig. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced. The package is kind of standard. It's not the normal two-part box that's hardened and lined on the inside. This one kind of has that kind of not-so-great cardboard look. But you know what? I don't buy things for the packages. I just enjoy looking at the package until I get into the package. But who doesn't like a good package? Just saying. I will say that I am not a big Thoth Tarot fan. Mainly because I don't resonate with the artwork, but I have never really studied the Thoth Tarot, so this is kind of me coming out of my comfort zone, at least to study it and to know about it a little bit more than, you know, just going with the Rider-Waite-Smith version. And of course, I will be comparing it with the Rider-Waite-Smith version by US Games side by side. So yeah, that's going to happen because it is a tarot deck. So, what better way to, you know, do a side-by-side comparison than to do a side-by-side comparison? Like I said, I haven't really worked with the Thoth Tarot. I don't really get it. But that's just me. That's not something that I've really resonated with in the past. So this was bought with the intent of studying the Thoth system. This is a kit from Sterling Ethos, and the reason I got this versus any other Thoth Tarot deck that's out there is because it promised a more substantial book than the other ones did. I didn't really want a little white book. I wanted a book and a deck that, you know, gave me at least a starting off point for the Thoth system. So what you get in this this package, this kit, is you get a 95-page book that is in color. It has a brief introduction. It has 8 spreads, which I think I'm going to probably be using because I'm kind of a spread whore. I will be using those. It gives a brief history, and then it goes right into the majors with a color photo for each of the major Arcana cards. And I'm reading off my notes over here. It has a color photo and a page of interpretation, and it not only gives the explanation, but at the bottom it also gives an interpretation for love, happiness, and success. So you get that on each and every one of the cards, so that's appreciated, how it pertains to different types of readings. The minors have the same setup. It talks about Aleister Crowley, and then it talks about astrology, zodiac, and planet charts for courts and majors. So yeah, I'm kind of liking the way that the book is set up. Very nicely done on the book setup. I haven't really gotten to delve deep into this because, well, I wanted to do the review before I started reading everything and having other opinions. Now, I will say with the Thoth system, one thing that I hear a lot about is about Aleister Crowley and how he was the most evil man in the world at the time and blah, blah, blah. And I think, you know, there is a lot to actually thank Aleister Crowley for doing that he doesn't really get a lot of recognition for. So I think researching Aleister Crowley, even if you don't agree with all of his methods and everything, I think there is still a lot that we can learn by studying Aleister Crowley, his life, and his works. So let me go ahead and bring you on down, and we will compare side to side the deck that comes with this pack, this kit version, and yeah, we'll go into the entirety of this kit. So let me bring you on down. Okay, one thing I'll say about this deck that I was not expecting, and I don't think it was really in the description of the place that I bought it from, is that they are super small. These are cards that you can use in to keep in your purse or in your car or something of that nature. That, you know, they're small, they're inconspicuous. You can have them sitting somewhere and nobody will really notice them. So here's a little comparison. It's about the size, I'd probably say, of a deck of cards. So of a regular playing card set. So yeah, kind of small, especially for tarot decks. It can go borderless. They are nicely colored. They're thinner cardstock, kind of like some of the more standard Llewellyn decks. They're kind of a little bit on the thinner side. They are not reversible as far as the back. Now, I did say that this was the 2016 version. That is the version for the kit. On the cards, it actually says copyright 1996. And I'm just now noticing this. A.J. Mueller. So, just to let you guys know that. Again, not reversible as far as the back. So you know what's coming up reversed. And it doesn't have scenic pips, which I don't know if I realized that before working with a Thoth system, but they go the non-scenic pips route, and I really don't resonate with that. So I really like scenic pips. I do like the artwork in here. I think the artwork is pretty beautiful. I mean, it's in its own way. It's kind of pastel colors. So, and I hope you guys can see this. Because they are small. Now, if I remember correctly, this is supposed to be the Justice card, not the Strength card. So this is technically the Justice card. Some of these have been renamed in this deck, so I had to actually stop and look at to make sure that they were supposed to be rearranged, because I did not rearrange for this video ahead of time. And this is actually the Strength card. So that's different if you're not expecting it. I'm not hating the images, but I kind of wish they were bigger in this deck so I can actually see them a lot better. I really like to see imagery whenever I'm working with a tarot deck or an oracle deck or any kind of deck, really. I really like to get into the images and see what all there is to be seen. And with this one being so small, you really can't see all that much, just from a glance. Like with the Rider-Waite-Smith, you can see a lot of things happening in it, but in this one you don't see a lot happening because it's very small. It's a lot more difficult to see. So yeah, definitely something that you would have to sit there and kind of meditate on or view over a period of time. They also give a little keyword down here. Like the Three of Swords is sorrow. And you can either use this this keyword or you can just throw it out. I do like to see keywords on them sometimes. With tarot, I'm a little bit more, no, I don't need them, or I don't want them, because I like to know my own type of meaning behind that card. So it can mess with you if you see a word, but you also have your own personal meaning for something. But for a Marseille style type, the non-scenic pips type, I think it would actually help with me reading it with a little keyword down here. So yeah, I'm kind of liking this as far as the imagery. I just wish the deck was bigger. I think I'm just going to probably only use these for studying, to be honest. especially since they are non-scenic pips for the most part. There's a little background imagery, but very few things to actually ascertain for a reading for me. And that's my own hang-ups. I fully realize that. Oops. I guess I had some extra cards in here that I did not realize I had there. This is the... this is kind of a title card type of thing, and this is just an extra card. So I'm going to set those aside. I did not realize those were in there. And instead of pentacles, it does give discs. Not something that I'm really used to, but I have seen it before, so it's not a big worry. I do have some books that deal with the Thoth system and the Rider-Waite-Smith system, so I do see crossovers between the two, but still, Thoth system, not really feeling it. And that's not a jab at anybody that is a Thoth style reader. That's just my personal feelings towards it, and that's how I resonate with, or rather don't resonate with, the Thoth type of system. I love the background. The backs of the cards are beautiful. The imagery in the cards are very nicely done. I like the kind of the pastel colors. I wish these cards did come in a bigger size for this kit, but you know what? You kind of get what you get, and sometimes if they don't put it in the description, you just don't know. So unfortunately, I don't think it was in the description. And that's why I put measurements and all in the description of anything I sell, or at least most things I sell. So yeah, that's me. This did come from my my wholesaler, is who I bought it from. So yeah, whenever I do sell things from that wholesaler, I can use their description as they have it. So if I don't have measurements in those listings, whenever I list that stuff, that's why, because I use their description. I can use their pictures that they already have and stuff like that. So that's why I actually might not have measurements listed in those listings. But anytime I sell stuff like on eBay for the business and all that, yeah, I definitely put measurements, especially in any of the antiques that I deal with. So anyway, enough rambling about that. This was the Thoth Tarot. Again, this is produced by Sterling Ethos. The art is by Lady Frida Harris, and the book is by Evelyn Berger and Johannes Fiebig. I'm so sorry. These people down here, you know, if you can read those, yeah, those people. So anyway, next time on Tarot Talk Tuesday, I will be doing the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. So go ahead and join me then. And until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.